So we're going to get started. It's 10 o'clock. Let me see, make sure that there's nobody else trying to get in here. Hello, Miss Crystal. Thank you for joining us. Okay, so this is going to be our new format. I don't know how it's going to work. It feels very awkward right now for me. Hi, Taja. Hi, Holly. They're on their way to Austin for the TAR convention.
Yes, in San Antonio.
San Antonio. Okay. So they're going to be down there. Turn the volume down. We're trying a new format where I'm on the other side of the room, so we'll see how this works. Like I was telling them, it feels very uncomfortable right now, but we're going to make it work. Okay. So couple announcements, and then we've got some things that we're going to be doing this morning. That some great things I want to unveil to everybody. First off, we're going to hear our core value. Core value today is we are deeply committed to the peace and prosperity of the cities we do business in. We love our community and want to see everything we do impacted in a positive way. As a team, we talk about leaving the city we work in better than we found it, pouring into it and not taking from it. Operating safely as a realtor is a fundamental piece of this core value. Us being safe and being aware keeps our clients safe. It is Safety Month. If you've been watching Slack, you've seen the daily meme, I guess, or GIF, if you will, of just a safety tip every day. Something that the NAR is recommending for us as realtors to do or not do. And we're going to be watching some videos after we get done with a couple of things from Jimmy and from Kayla down the hall. That's my call to her. After we get done with those two things, we're going to watch a short video. It's like 4 minutes, 5 minutes long. And we'll do that every week for the month. And then don't forget, we've got the safety class coming up on the 21st. So, and that's 1 hour CE credit. Doesn't matter to who does it.
No.
Are you going?
I don't know. You can check my schedule that day.
You got to check your schedule? Okay,
Yeah.
great.
See what I got going on.
All right, very good. Jimmy had something that he would like to start with, so we'll let Jimmy have the floor.
Yeah, so I wanted to as Tanner was leaving, his last week was last week. And so his role, and I know you guys know this, he was the brokerage director, and y'all you've seen it on the org chart. His main role was business development, recruitment of new agents, kind of like talking, vision casting, growing a brokerage. And then about 6 months, well, I say 6 months ago, a year and a half ago, I felt like our agents were needing more than just Tanner, and they needed more support than just Tanner. And so we wanted to bring in someone with a ton of experience, a ton of knowledge just in real estate to support just the agents in a full-time position. And so that's why we brought in Brian. So Tanner is great at recruiting, great at like vision casting. We didn't have anybody that could like pour in and just is here to support just agents. So questions, anything that like troubleshooting, contract stuff, like just kind of like, or Trek issues. We didn't have anybody doing that. And then we didn't have anybody really heading up, like just training and bringing in, different title companies and courses and stuff. And so we brought Brian in a full-time role just to do that. And I really feel like ever since that we've brought in Brian, we've really been having a robust training program, a lot of more teaching, a lot more just help and assistance to you guys. And so as Tanner's leaving, I just wanted to let you guys know I'm stepping into that role temporarily. I don't know how long, but for me, it's just going to be, forever for now, until we figure out kind of what that replacement looks like. But for me personally, I'll be helping with some recruitment and some of the like growth a little bit, but my main priority is to push everybody like more resources down to the agents. So a couple of expectations. I'm going to try to work on like one big product rollout for you guys every 6 months. And so this first product rollout is we tried to work on it was having website templates and a website like seminar and classes for everybody's like personal websites or personal socials to like basically anything that you need for that. So if you have a website that you want work on or advice, I'm going to bring in members from the storytelling team to like give advice, to work on it with you, to like basically kind of rework your websites, whatever you need. Or if you don't have a website, we just want to like start rolling one out for you guys. We have templates built and we're going to start doing that. So I expect that to happen in the next probably 3 or 4 months where we can start rolling some of that out. But then every 6 months or so, we want to have a new product that's like available to you guys for free that 600 Homes is like developing and giving to you guys, mainly focused on growing your business. And if you know me, I'm an entrepreneur at heart. Like I'm not a brokerage guy. That's Brian. I'm not a construction person. That's Lauren. I'm not a design person. That's Kayla, who's coming in. That's Kayla. So at the end of the day, I feel like I'm an entrepreneur at heart. And so because of that, I want to help you grow your business. I think Tanner was a brokerage person, right? For me, I'm coming in his role for a little bit as an entrepreneur. So I'm just thinking like, how can I help you grow your business? And so, yes, business development, yes, recruitment, but I'm really going to be focused on how do I get you from here to here? Brian is doing that as well, specifically real estate, but I'm looking to look at what about your overall business, your website funnel, your social media, your presence, your verbiage, the words you choose to present, all that type of stuff, your all around business model. And so I just want to kind of like let you guys know that it's going to be a little bit of a shift. Tanner's more charismatic than me. He's more likable for sure. But I feel like from a business standpoint, I feel like I kind of add that value. And so I'm just going to say, this is what I do best. This is how I'm going to add value to you guys. And I'm going to use our company and our resources and our marketing company that we have over there to do that. So yeah, just kind of want to give you a little vision cast, little kind of like what's ahead, and kind of a little bit of a shift. I think it will be good. I think it'll be really good. So hopefully it provides more value to the people here. That's the goal at least. So yeah, just wanted to share that with you a little bit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And now we're going to pass the baton, and here's Taylor.
Hey, how you doing?
Come step over here.
Yeah,
I
here.
don't know if y'all want me. I've been outside.
We don't
Yeah.
care.
On the AC.
I need you on
Oh,
camera. I need
sweaty.
you on camera.
Oh, where is it? Oh, it's there. Okay. Cool. Well, you know that if I'm here, that means there's a new service for you guys. So.
And introduce yourself, what you do.
Oh,
Not
I'm
everybody-
sorry.
Not everybody knows you.
Sorry. Hello, I'm Kayla. I'm the principal designer for our design and construction department. I am in charge of all the little gals that do all the design things. And then also in charge of getting you new services. Segue into this. So actually this was Brian's brainchild. So I can thank him for coming up with the idea and presenting it to us.
No, they handled it. I just
It's a brilliant idea. Gotta give credit where credit is due. But we are opening up this additional service mostly for our agents. Obviously, anyone who would like to participate in this service is welcome, but this is geared toward trying to be as helpful to you guys as we can with the resources that we have. So we have rolled out staging. What this basically means, thank you for the review. What this basically means is if you have a client that is trying to sell a home, they are having a hard time, or you walk in there and you're like, we're never gonna sell this thing. Like, what is this 24 frogs on your shelf? You're like, this isn't gonna work. That's when you call us and you're like, I need help. My client needs help. Can you stage their home or give them advice on how to stage their home? So this service in here, it's written all out here. I brought a bunch of copies for you guys to also take with you or to have. We have PDFs as well if you need the digital version. But basically what this is a service that you can provide to your clients where they have 1.5 hour, 1 hour and 30 minutes with a designer to kind of give them advice and gear them towards what would help them sell their home. There's some statistics on this little spell sheet as well, as far as like the benefits of staging your home. Like, I'll read them verbatim. Staged homes sell for 25% more on average than homes without staging. Buyers are 40% more likely to view a home in person that's staged, etc. So this kind of helps give a little bit of an edge to your sales and your listings. Again, 1.5 hour consultation with a designer. We'll basically come in and we'll say, hey, like this is the space. We'll take pictures, we'll give advice, and then we will create a list of kind of to-dos. Like, here's your homework. Go move this picture of you and your 18 grandchildren, like out of the way, put it in storage, move it to your new place, whatever. Maybe move this couch here. Talk about maybe some inspiration images of styling shelves, things like that, things that they can easily do with their own furniture. There's no additional cost. It's just the On here, it's $350 for a flat rate. For our agents, it's $100 off, so it's $250 for our team. If you're an agent from League, it's $500. Just kidding. $350.
And if it's Tanner, it's 900.
Yes. But we are offering a discount to our team, our family, and so we're doing a $100 discount there. So that is one thing that'll be different here. I'm happy to write that on here or give you an email with an extra $100 off or whatever would be easy for you. But that's the service fee for us to be there. Of course, if the clients decide, hey, actually, I don't want to move my furniture. Can you move my furniture? Can you style my shelves? We absolutely can. That's an hourly charge of $150 an hour. That's our hourly rate. So we're happy to come in and help move the things around. But this specific service is for the like consultation portion. But yeah, I think, is there a question in here?
Yep. Megan, you have a question? You want to unmute?
How far does the service go? Because I'm in Plano and I have a lot of clients over here.
That's a great question that I actually have not thought about the answer to. I would probably say like an hour out.
Yeah.
An hour out from
With
Fort Worth. That's a
Plano.
with or without. That's a really good question.
maybe.
That's a really good question. Maybe not going to Plano at 4:30 p.m. because that would be like
Okay.
a 3-hour. But yeah, I think within reason. Obviously, if it's like a really important client and it's going to mean a lot, you know, we'll try our best to help you guys out. But yeah, let's keep Fort Worth as the central radius, and then an hour or so outside of that. I think that would be fine.
Because that's going to cover most of Parker, most of Wise, most of Denton,
Yeah,
most of Plano. I mean, we can get there in about an hour.
yeah. Dallas is 30 minutes, so
Yeah.
yeah, I think that
Just not Sherman.
Well, yeah.
Tyler's too far.
Yeah.
Melissa too far.
Huh? Melissa might be a little bit too far
Yeah.
north to get up there.
Oh.
Hello, come on.
Your way.
So,
So
you know,
a lot of times, what we are, I mean, again, I'm not an agent, so I'm speaking as an agent.
you actually
but,
are.
Well, I mean, I am, I've done it, but a lot of times what you get, like when people aren't listening to you as far as like staging and you're like, oh my gosh, I swear, if you just would listen to me, this will sell so much better. It's just an easy, like, what if we got a professional in here to actually come in here? Our company does this.
Yeah.
We can do it for $100 off. They can come in here and they can just tell you what they think. And then they know what, you know, what's best. And it's kind of like you're making
Yep.
this other person give those hard, you know, like that hard advice. It's like, you don't want to ruin this relationship because it's already.
Yeah, let me be the bad guy.
Yeah.
Well, the good guy.
Good bad guy.
Really, yeah. Professional. Yeah. You can blame it on me. But yeah, so that's why we wanted to roll this out, because I know you guys have been wanting to like have a service together, do things together, be more intertwined. And so, like I said, Brian came up with this idea and we ran with it. And I think it's a really great way for us to all like combine and work together as a team and really do that one-stop shop, you know, scenario that we love. But again, I have all of these for you guys. You're welcome to take some, leave them here, whatever you want to do. Again, I have that digital PDF as well. But are there any questions about the service? Megan, that was a great question. Thank you for asking that.
Do y'all have like a company that actually does like furniture staging? Like, do y'all know of anybody that does that?
I don't know anyone personally. I do know that there are some companies that have like a warehouse somewhere with like a bunch of furniture. I would love to be able to do that at some point in time, but we just don't have the space for it. But I don't know anyone off the top of my head. Do you know?
I have a couple of people, and it becomes really pricey. Like, so we try to, you know, to tell someone to move out and move other, you know, stage furniture in is like it's usually a pretty big lift. And with most listings, it's like not realistic for most people to do that. And so this is trying to work with what they got.
Yeah.
You
Also
know,
help it be more palatable. Like, hey, you don't even have to get new stuff.
yeah,
I can make your stuff look good.
yeah.
Like,
That-
I can do it.
So I do have that. If you run into that, like, I mean, if it's a
It's
$1
about
million,
like a baller listing.
yeah, if you have a $1 million
Yeah.
listing and the furniture is like from 1970, it's like, okay, we're gonna have to money actually.
Yeah. I was like,
But it's like bad furniture, you know.
Like the
like-
flowery upholstered couch
Yeah.
situation.
Unless it's Elvis, and then we have.
But so, I mean, yeah, in those situations, give me a call. I have two companies that we could use. Typically, it's not, we don't run into that, but if you do,
Mhm.
like I got you. This is kind of like for most of the.
You're
listings
like
that you have.
average, everyday person.
In my personal real estate world, I've run into this a dozen times or more. Now, I don't push it because I never had anybody that I could give them, number one, that I trusted, number two, that they could afford, and that would do exactly this, because this is a very limited window of what we're offering. We're not coming in to redo your whole house. This is somebody coming in that has, pardon my friend, the way I say it,
You do whatever you
that has a feng shui way to look at this, that they can make a living room look a lot better just by moving the furniture around and taking a couple of stuff off the shelf. If you're having that conversation with your seller and you're like, you've got to take some of these pictures down. You don't take them all down, but you got to take some. And they're like, well, which ones? And go, let's call somebody that really knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this, because I've referred many stagers, Model My Home, Staging by Design. I've done this for years and it didn't do anything. This is a simple solution for a problem that we all will have at some point.
Could this be a possibility where we could take this out of our commission at the end?
You can do whatever you want to pay me.
Because I mean, if you're offering that, it's not terribly priced at all.
Yeah, so
Like,
that was
it's
one
good.
thing that we wanted to make
So-
sure was like correct, is that it wasn't, that feedback that I heard from agents when we were rolling out other services, that it's just too expensive, which is fine. I understand that. And that's not a problem. So it's like, we need to make this palatable, affordable, and like easy. So that it's just like, here, let's do this one little step. It's an hour and a half of our time and we can like make a big impact. And so that's why we did the 350, but also that's why we did the extra $100 off, so that it could be even more of a bonus to you guys on our team as a benefit to being on our team and having these like services here. So to me, I don't care where it comes from.
Well, it's the time. Yeah, the answer is yes, we can do that. Yeah, we can do that.
Could it be added to like a CDA part for?
That's what I think it would be added to, is the CDA part.
But couldn't we just do an invoice from
It'd be from construction to
Mhm.
brokerage.
to brokerage, and then it'll just be paid at closing? Rachel will just see that invoice and then it's done.
Yeah.
So when you do it, you just send an invoice to
Yeah.
Rachel.
Yeah.
And then we're done. Then it'll
Yeah.
like automatically go on the CDA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super easy.
So
Great question.
cool. Everybody like that?
Oh,
So-
Holly, what'd you say?
Tasha has a, can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
I was just gonna say, as far as like doing staging and professional photography or video or whatever, is that to build in a transaction fee for these sort of things, so that if the listing should pull itself, you protect yourself and can cover those costs and collect that transaction fee if they terminate.
That's, we'll construction design will absorb it. If that's the case, we'll be okay.
Did you hear him?
Yeah, wait, say that one more time. Construction and design will do what?
The mic's over there.
Construction and design will absorb that if that's the case.
Okay.
We'll
Okay.
be okay. We won't die for that one.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Caleb.
Yeah,
Thank you
well, I
your
have
hard
one more
work.
announcement.
Oh, yeah, you do.
I do have one more announcement. I don't know if you guys saw, I hope you did. I was in the email on Friday, but we're starting a volleyball team. Or trying to. I have had 3 people sign up and I was one of them and Jimmy was the other one. And LB was the third and she's pregnant. So,
Hey, is that, I wanted to, but I'm pregnant. I was like, well, am I
well,
gonna hinder the
well,
team?
she's having a baby in October. So like she can't.
I'm not play. Like, would I hinder the team?
No, play.
Oh,
As long as you didn't like hold us reliable. for anything.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Because I wanted to sign up, but I was like, oh, but I don't want to like.
Do whatever you want. If you feel comfortable playing, come play. I'm not gonna stop you. I don't have any,
I think it sounds fun.
yeah, please do. So
I just
I
won't like die.
that's fine. And we'll just do it, but it's fine.
Someone else can just want to do that.
Yeah, no, so we, I'll be sending an email on Friday that is like a week until the close of the registration. So I can get everybody in. I would love to have all of that in so that I can figure out how many teams we need, who's on what team. I think at this point, we're probably gonna have one team with just a lot of people, which is fine. Everyone gets some playing time. I know some people can't make it every single Tuesday, so that's totally fine. But I just wanted to remind you all, please come play with us. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're playing in the B League, so it's okay if you don't dive, but I guess. But no,
You're pregnant.
yeah, but no, we're starting out in the B League. It's co-ed. Again, it's every Tuesday for about 2 months, anywhere between 6 and 9 p.m. So I know that that's a bit of a time commitment outside of work. Obviously, it's not mandatory, but it's just fun. So wanted to mention that, open it up to everybody. I'd love for you guys to play with us. So.
Cool.
Where's the sign up?
There's an email from me with a link, but I'll also be resending the link on Friday. So if you want to wait for that. That makes sense. That's okay. I get it. I get it. All right. That's all I got. If you have questions for me about staging or about any of our other design services or about volleyball or about anything else you could think of, you can email me or call me or whatever. I'm in the back office now, so with all the big dogs.
Oh, you moved up.
Well, it's so dark in there. I don't know if I like it.
But Tanner had that light pointed up at the ceiling all the time.
Yeah, I might get some string lights.
That's cool.
I don't know. But anyway, you know where to find me. Happy to answer any questions. That's all I got.
Perfect.
See you later.
So this is something like the staging service, and we're gonna try to just start adding these things, like anything that. And so if you guys have ideas, like, man, we really need this, then like just tell me. I'm gonna try to find a creative way to give that to you at an affordable cost. I know like we're looking at trying to add in like easy way and cheap way to do floor plans. Like if you need a floor plan for listing, like how do we do that cheaply? I mean, just really quick. That still could be like useful. Still haven't found a good solution for that. We're working on it. So trying to do that at least one every 6 months. If we can get more, that's great. So again, like here's one. We're just going to keep on just trying to roll them out. Again, try to make your lives and make your jobs like easier, more efficient, better. Where we just top of the line real estate brokerage. So
What
Cool.
about photography?
yeah, so
Do they
photography.
offer-
That's one thing that like I feel like there's a lot of companies out there that are so streamlined and do it really well for so cheap. And like I'm like that's one of the businesses I like, because if we're gonna like give you guys a service, I want it to be just as cheap, just as efficient, just as good quality. And I feel like there's a lot of companies out there that do that really well. I'm like, man, I don't know if I'll like try to start a little side business that competes with that, because they're just better than us at it. Like they just are. And so if there's something that's like, yeah, we thought about that, like bringing an in-house photographer for all the listings. But the cost versus, I don't know how those companies make money, to be honest. I mean, they're like $100 and something like $100 of listing photos, and you're like,
It's because they just pull random photographers in that just
In
want
that
random
area.
business.
yeah,
Like they'll send out like a notification, hey, this person wants this package in this area. And we pick it up. It's like Uber,
yeah,
essentially. So
and
it's like,
Fiverr.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's,
But it's like, but as soon as you like, you're like, okay, well, here's the problem. It's a bad photographer. And then you charge more, like, hey, we're going to charge $3. I mean, to do a really good photography session, it's $250 for us.
Yeah.
Like a good one, like, I mean, amazing. And so as soon as you charge $250, every agent is like, I'm out.
and
Like,
they
they
don't see
don't,
you
you
the
know.
next day. It's like, how are y'all editing this?
They
How are
don't.
like,
I mean, they just have presets.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, so it's one of those deals where the demand is just here and the supply is here, and
Yeah.
people are just undercutting each other, and quality is always, 50-50. But as soon as you try to like, all right, I'm going to give you better quality, and no one wants to pay for it. So, and I mean, I get it. So like, because we offered $300 for photography listing photos, none of y'all would buy it. Like, I mean, right? You'd be like, they're good. They're good enough. But on this, you're like, no, that might be worth it.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
that's kind of why I'm photography. But like, if you literally keep asking questions like that, because I'll be like, well, if I can compete and I can do it better, we're gonna do it. We're gonna make it.
Make it a package deal.
Oh yeah,
Photographer,
And staging.
the
and
floor
staging.
plan, staging,
Yeah,
like a whole thing. and
Yeah.
then Overall,
yeah, that could be worth it. It'd be like $600, and you'd be like, nope.
yeah, but I mean, you can say you pick this for this for that amount, but if you do all of it together, then
Yeah.
it's safe.
Yeah. Yeah, photography is the tough one on that. To get a good photographer, I don't want to do it unless we can do it really well. And it's like good quality and it's consistent. And photography to get good quality and consistently good photography, it costs money.
And if you're offering a photography service, you also have to offer the Matterport, the aerial, the all of that, and then that just gets like,
Yeah, and the drones and the
yeah.
walkthrough videos. And we can do that. We can do them all. It's
Like
just,
a Matterport walkthrough?
oh yeah, we can do that too. Yeah, we have a LiDAR scanner and we can do all sorts of stuff. It's just, it costs us, like our cost on it is $500 something. It's awesome. It's perfect. But it's just like, it's like, do you want to spend that or do you want to spend $150 for another company to do it? So
And get them the next day.
and get them like that afternoon.
Yeah.
A lot of times. So we're still kind of like playing with it. There's a lot of companies that are just better than us. And so they just do it for cheaper because they have better software, better AI, better, something. So if there's something like that, that's a great idea. Really, yeah, that's a great idea. So if we can do something like that, I will try to put it together. And I promise you anything I bring you will be good. It'll be really good. It'll be consistently good. Like our staging will be consistently good. It's done by our people. They're awesome. I know them. It will always be good. It's like, so I know that. So that's why we can offer it. So that's a great question though.
Maybe even adding to, creating brochures.
Uh-huh.
Brochure.
So that's what I'm saying, that.
We can do that.
You can, because I think agents are cheap, but, if they see the value in it.
Mhm.
it's a different story.
Yeah, if you need a really good brochure or something like that, let me know. We have good templates for that. So
I'm sorry to cut the conversation short. We're going to move on down. We've got a couple of things left to do. Thank you, Brian. This is Brian Farmer with Meritage Homes. He brought us breakfast this morning. If you got here late and want to grab something to eat, please go help yourself. There's burritos out there from, where's it called? Alante. It's a kitchen. And so Brian, floor is yours at this point, sir.
Sure, appreciate it. Thank you all for having me. First of all, I'm with Meritage Homes. We're a new home builder. We've been building homes since 1985, so over 38 years. We're currently the 5th largest builder in the country. Have you heard of Meritage?
Yes.
Everyone's okay, cool. Sometimes people walk into my model, they've never heard of us. So building over 38 years, we're the 5th largest builder in the country. We're setting the standard in energy efficiency. So every single home will be third-party inspected 3 times to receive an Energy Star partner certification. So all of them are Energy Star. You'll have spray foam insulation on all your exterior walls. You'll have spray foam insulation in the roof rafters. So it's a complete envelope on your home. Less pollen and dust gets inside the house, less critters, less bugs, stuff like that. What I tell people is it's a cleaner home. You're completely enveloped. There's less pollen and dust getting inside, but you're going to save up to 50% on energy bills. So a lot of people are coming in and these high rates are scaring them because the payment's high. If they can save $100 or $200, I've even had one client, they were paying $700 on their energy bill. It's a very old home and they were renting plus paying $700 a month on the energy. We're going to be able to save them like $400 or $500 a month just on energy on spray foam installation. So that's a topic that y'all can talk about too. If someone's scared about payment, maybe they can save money on their energy bill. We're not the only builder that does that. So spray foam installation can save your customers a lot of money. Right now, something that we're also offering is a fresh air management system on every home. So a lot of people in Texas have allergies. This is going to help people that have allergies and help people that have asthma. So it really is a healthier living if you purchase a Meritage home. Fresh air management system is paired with a MERV 13 filter, which is close to hospital grade. All the windows are low E3, so there's a film on the exterior to keep the heat out. There's argon gas in between the 2 panes to keep the energy inside. So these are well put together homes for a great price. So you're not going to find a better home at our prices. We've got 32 communities and over 400 quick move-ins. A lot of these homes are paying new realtors 5% commission. Now, with y'all being on the 6th Ave team, you're also going to get a $1,500 bonus if you sell a home in the next 30 days. So we want to partner with all of you guys for sure.
Do what?
What
Can you
they
say
say
less?
Palmetto Springs.
And where's that?
It's gonna be off the, yeah, it's gonna be west of here, 12 minutes.
Oh, yes.
It's on the I-30 Chapel Creek exit.
Okay.
Palmetto Springs is actually our most affordable community. We're building on 40-foot lots, starting at 293. Of all the states that we build in, we were the third highest demand community in the country. Last month, we sold 11 homes. Most of those contracts have realtors on it. So bring your clients, they're loving what they're seeing. It's been easy. It's been easy. I show the product, I tell them about the standard features, and no one can compete in that zip code. It's 76108. So I think our houses are the same price as LGI. Oh my God, LGI is, our prices are the same as they were. So I've recommended that they go up in prices, but they're not going to. We want to just sell these homes. We want to take market share. We want to pay realtors nicely, and we want to create a partnership.
What do you offer to the buyer?
$20,000 towards closing costs. Almost everyone's using that towards rate buy down. If you use it all towards rate buy down, you'll probably save around $300 a month in payment. And so whenever you pair that with energy savings, it's it's just a no-brainer. But people are like, please don't sign now. Like, it'll take me a day to send you a contract. They're like, no, send me it now. It's high demand over there right now. It really is.
So in that community, how many move-ins do you have, like move-in ready homes, or are they all still kind of like?
Yeah, so right now we have, I think, 32 listings.
Okay.
13 of those are 5% commission.
Mhm.
Of those 13, they can all close in October.
Right.
None
Of
of
all
them
32, you said, could close in October?
are,
Or did you say 13? Sorry.
so yeah, 13 of the 32 listings are 5% commission that can close in October. We do have a few more that are on bigger lots that aren't paying 5% commission right now. But on the 11th, we're doing some really big sale, and those will be qualified for 5% commission too. So if y'all come in before then or after then, I'll make sure that y'all get 5% on those too.
Are these part of them? Are the ones that you sent part of them?
Do what now?
Are those part of the 5?
So that email is probably 4 years old.
Oh, that is.
Yeah.
Give me a link.
I've known Maria for
Yeah.
4 years now. I'll send all y'all a list of odds.
Yeah, well, that'd be
I was
great.
going to say,
Yes.
you have like a mailing list, because I like it when.
Yeah,
And then we could like force the clients and kind of make it easy.
sure, yeah.
I love that.
My email and cell phone number is taped to the table out here. And then I told Brian not to ever remove it. So
I know, yeah. I was gonna come get content and then blocks that. That's awesome.
Come on, yeah, we've
Content growth.
the classic series is really cool. I had an older lady call it a patio home. There's small backyards, they're rear entry garages. You know, it's a really pretty front. So that's our classic series. And then we also have signature series, which has brick everywhere, garage in front. And so there's 14 floor plans from 1,200 square feet all the way to 3,000 square feet up there. So it's, you guys come on out.
45 lots and the bigger one is 50.
And then,
And this is
launch-
Alito, right?
it's
Technically,
really
or is it
close.
Weatherford, or
It's
what's the
technically
actual?
Fort Worth.
It's a Fort Worth
Okay.
address, and it's in between like Settlement and Alito.
Okay.
But it's, Waukesha ISD.
Yeah, I just wanted
It's
to know.
not-
It's right here on
Fort Worth
the-
ISD.
Fort Worth ISD,
Yeah,
okay.
and it's really cool, right across the
It's
street.
like the
Yeah.
first exit past it, when you get past it, when you
Yeah,
use
I
exit
did
on.
this charter school,
Yeah.
so I wasn't
Really
really
highly
happy
rated.
with it.
Most
No, this
residents
part here is
are
actually from there to Lakewood.
Cause what's the elementary school, Finbrook? Or they have their own home there?
So it's Fort Worth ISD, Waverly.
Waverly, okay.
And I think on Google, it's like a 4.1, 4.3 rating, so it's a good elementary as well.
Okay.
But Waverly would be Fort Worth ISD, which is a little bit further away. It's like 3 miles away. Whereas across the street, that's where most people are going. It's a charter school, free.
ILT?
What's that?
Is it ILT, International Leadership Training?
It's not.
Okay.
It's a uplift.
Uplift, okay.
They've
I
got a
didn't know
good-
that's where Uplift was. I see Uplift all the time on social media. I know where it was.
Yeah, it looks brand new. I just got to this community July 1st. It's brand new. It's great.
The girls aren't going to-
Maybe we do a group tour out there.
Do you know what's the property tax?
Yeah, it's gonna be 2.67. After homestead exemption, it's 2.11, which is what our preferred lender is gonna use for the mortgage. Because we don't sell to investors, so it's all primary residents qualify for homestead exemption. So that's gonna be what the payment they'll pay for your taxes. We'll also add blinds, whole house, we'll add gutters all the way around. So those two things have been great too. That's usually an incentive, but we just do a standard.
So y'all don't have pit or mud there?
No pit, no mud. Yeah, it's been a slam dunk so far.
Yeah.
Everything's been great.
Because
Are y'all
I
the only
mean,
builder out there? Are y'all the only builder out there? Or there are?
There's three builders. There's three builders. So every once in a while, I'll ask you questions to help point your clients in the right directions. Every once in a blue moon, I'll point someone in History Maker because they have the option to pick their lot, pick a floor plan, and pick their interiors. So sometimes people want that, and I'll put them there. Sandyland Homes, it is also there. They're going to be a little bit higher end than both of us, so they're a higher price point.
So you said the history maker does the, from the ground up, so what you did from the
We do inventory.
suggesting that.
Yep, so every single listing is a inventory home. Everything's been pre-determined and pre-selected with an upgraded package coming standard. And so when I say upgraded package, I mean luxury vinyl plank flooring from the front door all the way to the back. All that flooring is standard. Your cabinets are going to be 42-inch uppers with hardware and crown molding on top. And then all your countertops are going to be granite, or they'll be quartz, which is 3 centimeters thick. It's not the thin stuff. So everything's the same with an upgraded package. Phase one, it wasn't that way. It was a lot of half and half. Half of them were just base, so you'd have carpet in the hallway. People don't like that.
Yeah,
So just moved to the luxury vinyl plank flooring ground.
perfect. Brian, thank you for coming today. Thank you for breakfast.
Thank you all for having me. I really appreciate your time today.
Absolutely. And we'll have you back at some of our other stuff. I do another class right after this one, and we have lunch stuff done. So as we get into the spring, I'll be having some openings for that. So I'll be hollering at you.
That'd be great.
Okay.
You just want us to email you so you can get us on the list?
Yes,
your stuff?
yeah. My email and cell phone is in here on this table. It's taped forever. And y'all just text me any questions y'all have. I know there'll be a lot or something will come up today. Just text me any questions you have. I can send y'all digital brochures via text just so you can check the floor plans. Every single floor plan has a digital 3D tour. So you'll also have tours to look at. I've got a lot of videos on YouTube. So if there's a specific one that you want and you don't want to drive all the way out there, I'll probably have a professional video for you. I send that to you. I've even given away my content without any of my branded stuff to people to post on their own socials. If y'all want that, I can send that to you. Just whatever we can do as partner.
Absolutely, yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you, Brian.
Of course.
Appreciate it. You're welcome to stay. We're going to go hit some market stuff. We're going to watch a video.
Okay.
You do not have to go, but if you need to, you can set whatever you need to do, brother. Okay.
I'm gonna go open up the model. If y'all want to come out, come on.
Okay.
We're gonna do a bird filter.
Brian, again, thank you so
Brian.
much, sir.
I
Nice
appreciate
to
it.
meet you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay, so we're going to move on now. We're going to go to the Realtor safety for September. Later this month, I will be sharing some links. Probably, a couple of months ago, we did a slide safety class and we talked about the taser. It's a flashlight. So I'll send that out again. You ladies, if you don't have some type of protection, it wouldn't hurt to have something in your purse. I'm just saying. Missy's got one that she wears on her fingers like this. It looks just like a black brass knuckles, but it's a taser. And again, we were talking about this last week. A lot of times it's not about being able to tase Greg. It's just about showing Greg that you have something to pop him with. And that will be enough of a deterrent. So Well, if it's Greg, we could tase it. No, I'm kidding, Greg. It's a joke. You're gonna be a dad again. Congratulations, by the way. And yeah, if y'all didn't get breakfast, please help yourself. We're just gonna watch a video. This one is a couple minutes long, so we're gonna start it now. And we'll go from here.
Real estate professionals are in a unique position that most working professionals never face. They often share their contact information openly with others, meet unknown clients, and walk through vacant properties, to name a few. It's because of the unique nature of this business that it's critical for all real estate professionals to have a personal safety protocol in place that they follow every day, with every client, every time. And that includes with you. So, what kind of safety protocols might your real estate agent take? When meeting you for the first time, your agent might not meet you at the property right away without first having an initial meeting at the office, regardless of you or your agent's gender. You wouldn't want to meet a stranger at an unknown location, would you?
Hey, how you doing?
No. During the initial meeting, your agent may make copies of your driver's license and pre-approval letter for their records. This precaution allows the agent to keep a record at the office of who his or her clients are and a calendar of appointments. When first meeting with your agent, you'll also discuss the types of real estate you're interested in and walk you through the process. Now your agent can arrange showings, meet you at properties, and schedule open houses to help you through the biggest financial decision of your life. When viewing a property, your agent may ask that you drive separately. Please don't be offended. This is a safety precaution for you as much as it is for your agent. Not to mention you may both have appointments to go to afterward.
Hey, this is cute.
When viewing a property, you may need to sign in with your name and phone number or show a photo ID. This is so the seller's agent knows who entered the house. If you were opening your home to strangers, you'd want to know who was there too. As you tour a property, your agent may walk behind you. This is not only a routine safety measure, it also allows you to see the room first and make your own impressions. And many agents won't go into attics, garages, or basements, but feel free to look around and let your agent know what you thought. If you want to see a property that's vacant,
It's got potential.
your agent may only show it during daylight hours. Vacant properties should be seen during the day when you can see what safety hazards may exist, like a loose floorboard or any defects the house may have, like mold. When showing your property or hosting an open house, before opening your home to potential buyers, your agent may ask you to board your pets and remove jewelry, family photos, credit card receipts, artwork, prescription drugs, and valued possessions from the home. This is just one way your agent is looking out for you to keep your property and belongings secure. Your agent may bring a colleague to host your open house. If there are several potential buyers walking through the home, even better to have 2 agents on hand to answer questions and keep an eye on things. Safety is an important part of real estate, and we appreciate you respecting the protocols and processes that have been put into place to keep you and your agent safe.
Of course, this was the first general video that NAR put out. The next couple of weeks, we're going to be watching some more intense stuff, some more tips and tricks. They're still going to be coming through your Slack feed every day. But one of the things, there's an Arkansas Board of Realtors has put out something, and so there's a video we're going to watch later in the month on that one. I think it's the same week we're doing the gun safety training. Let me stop presenting this one and close that. Go back over here. Okay. So quick announcements. I hope that you guys did see the Slack quick links. I was looking for a way. Since I came here, I've been looking for a way for Slack to have a bulletin board. Basically, what I wanted was so that everybody in the brokerage was able to look right here, and all the big notices were right here. But I couldn't figure out how to do it. And then last weekend, I was playing around and found this thing called Quick Links. So if you go to Slack, and I'll go ahead and put up Slack, and I'll show you where it is. Let me share this tab.
Is it only through the?
It's through both. I'll show you how to get to it both ways. Okay. Share here. Okay. So when you're in Slack, if you look right here, right above the feed, there's a thing that says Quick Links. You click it down, and there is the links that we have put up there that you guys have access to. So like the agent backsite, the subject matter experts, the YouTube channel, the Canva Pro, the marketing resource library, construction cheat sheet, preferred vendors. As things become important for whatever reason, I'll probably put them there. just because it's a very quick way for me to get it to you. On your app, if you're on the phone, go to the guides channel, and then up at the top, you'll see the word pound guides. Click that one time and then scroll down slightly and it'll say bookmarks
Go on your phone.
on your phone. You see it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There we are.
Okay. So that's just going to be a place where the things that are like super important or that you need to know or that you need to have quick access to, that's a quick way to get to the back agent, the backside.
You don't even know how long it took me to be able to get to the backside.
Okay.
So long.
That's like one of the guys.
Started here.
Okay. So now,
Whenever you
now,
go
guys, bookmarks and pins.
I forget about it.
Quick links.
Like
Right there.
I have scrolled through so many things to be able to, because I would just lose it every single time.
Yeah.
Crystal, thank you. You can also pin important docs across the top if needed. Okay, so how about I'll pin in the safety class in there today, and I'll pin in the emergency info form there today. And I also wanted to, one of the next things on my list. Thank you, Crystal, for that. I will put something in there, putting those links there. Great suggestion.
What'd she say, pin it?
I'm going to pin the
Yeah.
forms that we need filled out that we've asked everybody for. I'll pin them across there so you'll see them right across that channel. Let me
still have time to fill out the one for the website.
Yes, that's on my list of things we're going to talk about here in just a second. Sorry, my brain went to sideways. Okay, quick links. So we are, if you didn't see the Slack message, we are trying to improve the 6th Ave website. So we added a whole section on the About Us because I went in there a couple of weeks ago and I couldn't find how to get to the team members. And I'm the brokerage manager and I couldn't figure that out. I finally did figure it out. It was down at the very, very bottom and one of the links down at the bottom to get to that page. But now we've moved it where it's on the About Us. And so now you will see under our mission and above our values, you will see Meet Our Team. And there's some cool pictures of the brokerage there. And if you click that, it will take you over to all of our pictures. Well, then there's still no way for Susie Homemaker to contact you. There's nothing there. So what I'm asking for is your best email where you want an email to go from the website. So you can create a dummy Gmail account if you want. You could call it, 6th Ave Leads, Kristen Hope at gmail.com, whatever. If you want to create something and send that on that form that I'm going to put up there in the quick links, greatness. That way you know where it came from. If that does that make sense to everyone?
Yes.
Creating a dummy so you know where that lead came from. And then also a link to your website. I need what website you want us to link to. That way, when somebody goes on there and clicks Greg's picture, they can send him an email or they can visit his website.
So if we don't have a website, we just put our email in
That's fine. If you don't have one and don't want to get one done,
It doesn't let you go.
I'm sorry.
On that sheet that you have to fill it out, it doesn't let you not filling out the website. So
I filled out that I don't have a website, but want to make one, and it let me submit.
because I have the domain, it doesn't work.
Okay, well, that's fine.
So
If you got the domain, put that in the link, and then that way it's linked, and when you get it there, then it's there for you. Then you can tell people to go, you can find me on the 6th Ave website. We just want to make it, the idea was Jimmy's idea, just to make it simple so that whoever wanted to contact us could do so. I was giving you promise. Okay. So if you don't,
Yes.
we have a
Yeah.
template.
Yeah, I wanted to try to roll that out all together and do like a whole seminar for like a day and get the storytelling team on here. And then I was gonna try to I want to make it like a good product. Like staging service, we already have all the back end stuff figured out. But on the website template, I'm like, I need designers to come in here and it's like whoever needs a website, like we're doing it right now. And like have like a 3 or 4 hour block where they can get their time and just pour it in so we can like literally just build you a website. Like we can do that already.
But that's not the $250.
I want to just like, I want to get everybody a website. Like everybody needs it.
Go for it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it to where we can like,
I'll take
You have to buy the domain.
What do
Yeah.
we can do ahead of time? Try to go buy our own domain and be ready for
well,
whatever.
that's what I'm
we
saying.
got.
That's why I'm like, it's like, you know.
We're like,
yeah.
ready to
Little-
go. Ready to
little
go.
early.
Like, come on.
We're not doing it tomorrow at
Yeah.
10.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
It's
Okay.
not
The
gonna happen.
staging,
We're available.
for instance, the staging was an idea 3 months ago.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, guys, in 3 months, I want to roll this out. I need Brian, you to do this. I need marketing. Y'all need to design the pamphlet, the content design. Y'all need to figure out the back end, who can do what, how much it's going to cost you, what's the pricing on it. So then I can answer all the questions. So it usually like an idea to creation is like, you know, it's usually 3 to 4 months for like, cause you know, it's like all the different people. So I'll have all those answers in probably 2 to 3 months. And so it's like, that was kind of my goal was during the holidays, during downtime, let's get our funnel built. And a funnel is your website, right? Your social media is the attractors. It's like, you know, this fish with like the bright lights, the lures. It's like that's what social media is. That's what all your stuff, your paid ads are. And then they come and then they gotta get somewhere to go. You want to funnel them to your website, and your website should be like this, where it has all that social media, everything comes to your website and it funnels right to you. So it's call to action, call to action, call to action. It funnels right there. So a good website does that. And so I want everybody to have a website of some sort. And so how much it costs, whether it's free, whether it's not, I want to like get that up and running for people. Like you guys need that. So I'm like, how do I get that for cheap as possible or for free? Or how do I get this? I know the advice, and like if you have your own personal website already, I know all that. We can do that for like, we're gonna do that for free, provide that for free. And then we can give you the advice, and this is how you do it, this is how you change it, all that stuff. But if you don't have a website, I'd like to get one to like, to make sure everybody has one at least. Super helpful.
Well, and so like for me, I don't have a personal built website. I have Real Scout. That I use my Real Scout landing page, and I went through Real Scout and modified it the way I wanted it done. So if you don't have one and you have Real Scout, you have a website that you can point traffic to for now. And I own brianstclair.com. That's my domain. And so I just go into GoDaddy and change where it points. That's all I do.
Points to the Real Scout one.
Yeah. It's just a follow link. And so go get the domain that you want, whatever name that is. What's yours? Okay. So it's simple as that. You go buy a domain. You can buy them on GoDaddy for next to nothing. I mean, depending on what you buy, $20, $25 a year. It's not expensive.
Yeah.
Just have that domain. And then you can use your Real Scout if you don't have one now until we get ours ready to roll out.
But I would like, that's a great, functions the same way. So, you know, we'll probably have like, you know, advice for your own personal website. We'll have a templated website if you don't want to use Real Scout, or we'll have the Real Scout option where it's like, if you want to set up your Real Scout, it's literally free minus the domain.
Yeah.
There'll be all different tiers and all different things you can do. We haven't got enough time to like really roll out a product that's good enough for you guys yet. So
Any way to help with the discount, how to set up?
yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to have like literally like a workshop, like a Real Scout website workshop. Because if you don't set that time to do it, then you won't do it. And so I'm like, we're setting the time to like get everybody up and running, up to speed. So
Okay, I've got 5 minutes left of your time before it's 11 o'clock. So let me kind of hit these last couple of things. I will put up the Google Forms here on the quick links on Slack, so you'll be able to hit those from your phone or the computer. Number 2, I just got an email. Showing time is now free until February 1st of 2024. They were supposed to shut it down September the 1st, but they've extended it 6 months to February. Broker Bay is free, and it is included as part of your MLS dues. It will always be free from what I've been told. Showing time is now free until February. If you're using Showing Time for your listings, that's fine. I'm using Broker Bay, and I'm using it exclusively. I'm not using Showing Time.